What's good? It's your girl Lady Sola. This is my YouTube channel, Lady Sola TV. So before I get into what I'm about to get into, do me a quick favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share with a friend, let everybody know. I appreciate the love and support. I know there's a lot of channels out here in these streets. There's a lot of people talking, recapping, commentating, doing reviews, all that stuff. I get it. I understand. So if you want to take baby steps with this process and see what I'm about, definitely take all the time you need. But while you trying to figure it out, just go ahead and just like the video. I mean, that's basically like a zero commitment. That's like a situationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm asking you to go out with me and, you know, to get on one knee and propose and all that. I'm just asking for a little bit of your time. Just a little bit of commitment. Like a fake commitment, you know? Like how people do these days. They say they into somebody when they're really into 6 other people. But hey, in the moment, it feels real. So that's what I'm asking you for right now. Just go ahead and like that video. If you want to take it a step further, click the bell for the notifications. This is about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 8. It is going down, piping hot, right off the stove, hot off the press. I've never recapped the show before at all. I know that a lot of people are out here and they're doing a damn good job of really breaking down each episode of a series or whatever it is, you know. So kudos to everyone out here that's been doing this season in, season out for years, you know. I'm just getting into the shit. Wish me luck. Everyone says this is the best franchise. This is the best city in the franchise, and I have to agree. Nothing beats Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So, and I've been watching it from the very beginning, so I said, you know, it's about time I give my 2 cents every week, or at least attempt to, okay? So I get on Twitter a lot. I share my thoughts. I retweet people. I like people because people on Twitter are a damn fool, okay? I swear them tweets are more entertaining than the show itself. Seriously. How this is going to go. Okay, this isn't going to be a typical, you know, I'm going to take a whole hour to break down each episode from one scene to the next, from 1 second to the next. That's too much, okay? I already got 10-second memory. I don't even know if I can remember all that shit, okay? I'm going to get into the hot takes, the shit that was popping in each episode, the shit everybody is on Twitter, on social media talking about, okay? That's what I plan to do. The stuff that I remember, the stuff that stood out, the stuff that was just batshit crazy, okay? That's the shit I'm going to be covering. So I'm just going to be giving my commentary on the biggest, brightest spots on each episode. So when you watch my videos, you're trying to get a quick, you know, idea of what the hell happened. I missed the episode last night. I want to hear what Lady Soul has to say about it. Okay, I want to hear about crazy Stevie J and how he be trying to manipulate. I want to hear about Spice and the skin bleaching and what the hell was she thinking. I want to hear about who Carly Red is going to fake walk down the aisle with this season. I just want to hear about the shit real quick. That's what you come here for, okay? If you're looking for a more detailed, you know, movie critic-like, very step-by-step synopsis of each episode and breaking down all the storylines and all that from start to finish, every single episode, yeah, you might want to check somebody else. There's a lot of good people out there. But, you know, I'm going to do my best to highlight what was popping. Okay, so this is the season premiere, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. 2 hours. Whew. Wow. And when I say it was entertaining, when I say that this premiere might have been better than the whole season of Love and Hip Hop Miami, possibly Love and Hip Hop New York, it was hot. It was a lot going on. There was a lot of storylines that were continued from previous seasons. So, you know, the episode opens up with a bunch of introductions, right, of all the main characters, starting with Faith and Stevie J, and basically how they got married. That was a big topic all in 2018, all over the blogs, all over social media, that Stevie J and Faith Evans done walked down some aisle. I don't know which aisle that was. I heard it was quite a short aisle in Vegas, okay? But yeah, so they walked down the aisle and they've been happy ever since, calling each other the Jordans. That's their new nickname. But so open with that. And, you know, and Stevie just kind of talking about how he didn't initially take the relationship seriously, that he wasn't really ready to settle down. He didn't realize what he had in front of him with Faith Evans. And somehow, you know, throughout the course of their friendship over the years, ever since Biggie has died, they've become closer. They've always been friends. They've always supported each other. That what stood out to Stevie is that Faith does not see him as this crazy, ratchet, just, you know, outlandish type of sleazy guy that the rest of the world knows him as. So she sees him just as Stevie, just as a regular guy, a good father, great musician, great producer, and all that. And, you know, she holds him accountable. You know, she treats him like an adult. She expects the best out of him. And she finds a very calm and confident and peaceful way to get the best out of him. In no way that any woman has been able to do. Not Mimi, not Jocelyn, not Estelita. Where is she, by the way? Like, he definitely seems a lot more mature. He seems like he's getting it now. He understands that he's a grown-ass man. He needs to stop with his crazy, just bad boy ways. He needs to stop. He needs to grow up. He needs to want better for himself. And I feel like it's finally hitting him now. And Faith has really found a way to get through to this man. And it's crazy to see. I mean, in 8 seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, we have never seen Stevie act like his age. We've never seen him be faithful. We've never seen him, you know, say something and actually mean it. So a lot of these things are new to me and seeing this in this season. And then we get into Spice and Tokyo. So this is a nice surprise. Spice and Tokyo are now cool. They're now friends. If you remember last season, they got into it big time with Spice basically calling Tokyo fat, saying, "Are you sure you don't want to eat that?" You know, and kind of giggling and snickering, and they almost went to blows. Like, Tokyo literally flew over the table. She almost grabbed Spice too. She almost did, but the security, you know, broke it up in time. But yeah, they really fell out. Like, they really had a falling out last season. And the whole thing was the Spice is that, oh, you know, in Jamaica, we call each other fats. It's an endearment term. It's, you know, it's a friendly term. Like, we don't mean bad by it. You know what I mean? That's my really, really terrible Jamaican accent. Please don't kill me for it. Just bear with me. But anyway, yeah, so now they're friends. Tokyo was with Spice at the club and whatnot. And, you know, they're just talking about her performances, her tour, how the shows are going, you know, how she's trying to become a bigger artist. You know, and Tokyo's like, "I'm just so proud of you. You doing your thing, this, that, and the third." And then some dude comes up named Javon, I don't know, talking about he an artist developer, and he's talking to Spice about how she did a great job performing, but, you know, he really wants her to go to the next level, and she has the makings of a big international artist, but there's something missing. There's something more that she can be doing. And then he gets around to say it's her look, it's her image. So both of them are like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Tokyo's like, "I don't appreciate you talking to my friend like that. I don't appreciate you coming here saying stuff like that." And Spice is like, "I don't understand where this is coming from. Like, I've been doing everything I need to be doing, this, that, and the third." And the guy's like, I know, I'm not trying to insult you. Please don't jump on me. I'm just giving you constructive feedback, you know, based on artists that I've worked with in the past and just what the world expects to see from an artist. This is something you may want to seriously consider, is changing your look. What the hell does he mean by that? I'm sure that's what everyone's wondering, but Spice, you know, as you see throughout the rest of the 2 episodes, she's considering some things, and she's thinking on it more and more that she really wants to make a good living for her kids that are back home in Jamaica. You know what I mean? And it's so painful for her to have to be away from them all the time. like months at a time, and she's just not really around them much, and it hurts her. So she's really on a mission to become that artist, that big international artist that really makes big waves, that gets on a big tour. And her ideology is that if she's able to get on a bigger tour, she can tour for a shorter period of time so that she can then A, make more money in a shorter period of time, and B, be able to get back home to her kids for the rest of the time when she's not touring. And right now she has to spread herself so thin and over so many months or weeks or what have you to make that money, you know, on these smaller appearances or whatnot at the clubs and, you know, smaller venues. So I definitely feel for her. I really do. Spice is a strong woman. You could tell she loves her kids. Nicholas and Nicola. Oh my gosh. People on Twitter like, Nickel what? Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. What's the girl name? Nick. We get into Mimi's 911 call. So this was going around on the internet and stuff like that, and the promos. We see her speaking to a 911 dispatcher, talking about how somebody has somehow gotten into her house, and next thing you know, she sees a person and they try to shoot at her. So this is crazy. This is insane. I didn't hear anything about this. I don't know what the hell happened, but apparently it was some sort of robbery. Somebody was trying to steal her car or something. I don't know. I was in and out of the kitchen cooking, so I missed some parts of this, but I got the gist of some sort of robbery went down. I don't know if this is a forced storyline that Mona done made up 100%, because how is this not in the blogs? How is this like not on the Shade Room? Like nobody heard about this. Like I didn't hear nothing about no robbery, and I feel like this is like a really scary thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It sounds crazy. I'm not sure if it really happened or not, but if it did, that's crazy. Okay, so she's talking to Carly and I think Rashida about the whole situation or whatnot. It doesn't really look like they're buying it too much. It looks like, you know, the producer's like, look, this is the fake story. Look convinced. And they didn't look convinced. But hey, it is what it is. A lot of things don't look convincing on these shows, okay? Let's be real. Now, the next scene that we get into, this has been, you know, in this episode, I have to say there was a lot of stuff going on, okay? Like I said, I can't get into everything, you know what I'm saying? Because it's 2 hours, child. I'm surprised. Let me just sip my wine. Ooh, that's some good. Carlos Rossi, yes. Go ahead, get you some. But, there was a lot going on in this episode, and I'm trying to get through it. I don't want to, you know, go on and on, but I feel like the scene that caught me the most, the scene that was the most realistic and just that I feel like will connect with a lot of people was Scrap. Scrap has been released from prison. As you know, he went in 2016. I think it was for, I'm not sure. I don't even want to say the wrong thing. Drugs, I don't remember, but he went in. He was supposed to be doing like 5 years of prison and have like 20 years probation or some crazy sentencing, and then 2 years in, he's able to get out and be released to a halfway house where he's going to do the remainder of his time. So this is a huge deal. I mean, when he was on Love and Hip Hop on the first season, that the KK's family and the whole family was on there with Tommy, you know, Scrap, Sass, her black dog that always looked like he was dead. Remember that dog? What happened to that dog? I haven't seen him on this season yet, so the dog has probably been buried. But anyway, yeah, so they really made a big splash on the Atlanta season at that time, and then he got arrested and had to go to jail at the end of the season. You know, go figure. But yeah, so this is a big deal. And you know, he definitely seems like he's a different person. He was always cool, chill, relaxed. He wasn't the turn up dude on the cameras and all that. Like he was, you know, he was always like, he always seemed to have a way about him that was like settled and calm and chill and, you know, just, you know, like an easygoing dude. So you can definitely see that prison has calmed him even more. He works out. He reads, he prays, you know, he thinks a lot. that's what he said he spent his time doing in prison. And now in the halfway house, you could just see the appreciation of having some sort of freedom. It's so evident that he's excited. He's excited. He's relieved. He can't wait to be able to just have any type of normalcy, to be able to spend time with his family, with his sons. You know, so this is a good storyline. This is something that, you know, I feel like a lot of people can relate to, a lot of people can empathize with. You know, I'm definitely happy for him that he's now in the halfway house. You know, and their storyline goes on a little bit later. I'm gonna come back to that a little bit. Next person I want to get into is Mama motherfucking D. Okay, because she looked good. All right, when she came on in this scene in the club on the stage with her little black sheer halter top, I don't even know if it's a two-piece, if it's like a bathing suit type of top with the knee-high boots or whatnot. I'm like, had her titties out, freaking titties was sitting, she ain't had no bra on. I was like, Mama D. Her weave was looking good, makeup was looking good. It was her birthday party, she dancing on stage and all that. You know what I'm saying? And she looked good. I was like, okay. And she's like, I'm so blessed with this body thanks to Dr. Curves. And I'm like, yes. I remember when she was getting her surgery last seasons and all that. And we didn't really know what it was going to look like, but it looks good. I don't know what work she got done. She got her breasts lifted, reduced. You know, I think she did some fat transfers. She got liposuction. I don't know. It seemed like she did a little bit of everything. Okay. She went... This was like the car wash of plastic surgery. Like she went through the car wash of plastic surgery. Just give me a little of this. I need a little bit of that. Nip that. Tuck that. Add that to that. Take that out. Throw that away. Don't need that. Sliver this down. Lift this up. Suck this in. Thank you, Dr. Curves. I love you, girl. Don't worry. I'm going to promote you on my Instagram. I got you. I got you. She just comes and kills it for no reason. Every season. She's relevant. Everyone loves her. That's why she's still on Love and Hip Hop. It's evident. But she looked good. And KK was in there. They're like besties now, so that's cute. Have two, you know, middle-aged women that can connect with each other, support each other, lift each other up. I'm here for it. They get into Tommy and what's going on with her. She's, you know, basically gotten arrested. I really don't know. I have to read up on the status of what's going on with Tommy's legal case. I know she was arrested for being drunk in the courtroom or something like that. And I know there's a situation where she was abusing her kids or put her hands on her kids. So I don't know. There's a lot going on with Tommy, and it's really unfortunate that she's still getting into trouble with the law and she still has a drinking problem, because we really are going to miss her this season. I feel like she was going to be the next Jocelyn's replacement. I really feel like she was Jocelyn's replacement. And now we have no Jocelyn and no Tommy. So there's definitely like, there's a void that will be omnipresent throughout the season. And it's not going to get filled. You know, and Jessica Diamond's also not around. Don't know why. I feel like she should be on this season. She just had a baby. You know, but then again, she was on Marriage Boot Camp with her husband. They're having issues, so I don't know. I guess he's been cheating on her. But that could have been the storyline. We like Jessica Diamond, especially just to see her evolution and how much she grew from basically 2 seasons. But I don't know. So there's a lot of key players missing. You just got to make it work. But, you know, they're going to do what it do. My favorite scene was actually the scene with Stevie J and his daughter, Eva. This girl has really grown up. Like, she just, like, she was being witty. She was being sarcastic. She was being totally unapologetically blunt. I mean, this girl telling her, like, well, you're going to have to ask the person that raised me. And when they met Faith, when she was with Faith, and it's like, oh, you know, we're married now. And she, like, did some type of Popeye look. Like, her eye looked like she was eating, like, Sour Patch Kids. You know how you eat that sour candy, and your eye just, you gotta do like that. You just start quivering. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's what she was looking like. Like, what did you just tell me? What did you go and do, Father? What now again? Say that again? Like, this girl has grown up. I remember, like, on all the other seasons, she was always so quiet and just so, you know, so timid. Now she a little firecracker. Mona, get her on payroll. don't be shortening these kids now. Start paying these kids. These kids that make these scenes funny, they give you a little extra life. Get her a check. I'm telling you, this is a child actress star in the making, okay? I love Eva. She smart girl. Okay, Mimi, I see what you do. Once again, the continuation of Scrap's story. He's in a halfway house, out of prison, kind of, sort of, still locked down, but now he's able to come out of the halfway house a few hours a week. He's able to get a job, but there is a few hiccups. In order for him to get out of the halfway house, there needs to be a blood relative that can sign him out, that does not have any jail record, any criminal history whatsoever. Who, coming from KK's family, that's like finding a needle in a haystack. They were able to find that he has, a half-sister. Now, where in the hell did she come from? That's what we're all wondering, aren't we? Oh, yeah. Her name is Cheyenne, and apparently her and Scrap are the same age, meaning that they're, as Scrap put it, ghetto twin babies. Just ghetto twins. Can't make this up. What it sounds like, and I was reading people tweeting and stuff like that, saying it basically sounds like KK kept Scrap's father away from him. She kept saying, oh, I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead all these years. I ain't know, went to jail, came out, didn't hear from the dude. You know, then a couple years, 6, 7 years later, somebody on the street told me that they heard he died, and you know, I just didn't look into it. I just moved forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and it's like, what? Like, your ass is lying through your teeth right now. You know you was feeling some type of way because I think he stepped out on the, I don't know if they were married or whatnot, but I think he like cheated on her because obviously he got Cheyenne, which is Scrap's half-sister, Cheyenne's mom pregnant and found out about it. So my thing is, you were feeling some kind of way. You love this man, you trusted this man. This is the father of your children, or of your son, because I'm pretty sure Sass has a different father than Scrap. So yeah, this is the father of your son, and you know, you felt betrayed. So now when you go to jail and come back out, you just like, to hell with you. I don't want nothing to do with you, and I'm not gonna let you see your kids. See your son. And you know, that's just not the way to go. You know, we see too many of this happening in today's age. Broken families, you know, single parents, daughters and sons that don't know their fathers, you know what I mean? And we see the detrimental effect it can have, especially on black men specifically. And it's written all over Scrap's face. He's not happy about it. He's confused. He's asking a lot of questions, and the more questions he's asking, the more KK is getting defensive and kind of irate and kind of like, oh, like, are we really talking about this? Like, I want to put this behind me. I don't want to talk about this. And it's evident that she's bothered by the whole situation, and she knows, like, she is to blame, but she's not really going to admit that. And Scrap is such a good, you know, well-mannered guy, so to speak. He is pretty well-mannered. He's not going to kind of come at his mom sideways. He loves his mother. His mother loves him. They have a very close bond. She has been with him through thick and thin, especially through this recent stint of just holding him down, visiting him, uplifting him, taking care of his kids, you know, while he's been away. So he's not going to come at his mom crazy, but I can see the look on his face. I can see the hurt in him that, what is going on? Mom, did you really do this? You know, so this is what everyone was talking about, was this whole situation with him having a sister. His sister is beautiful, by the way. He's just like, where did you come from? Like, how come I never knew I had a sister? Like, he's happy that she was able to come sign him out of the halfway house, but the question still remains, like, who are you? Like, how is this happening? Somebody got to start talking. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. The whole situation, it is kind of, it's dicey for sure. I mean, I can see why KK did what she did, but at the same time, she was thinking more so about her feelings and not her child's well-being, her child's upbringing, the fact that children do need their father in their lives, especially boys. And I think at that time, over all those years, she thought she did the right thing by keeping those two separate. because I think she felt like he wasn't going to be the father that, you know, Scrap needed. He was going to be in and out. He's going to be cheating, fucking around, all that stuff. Like, she didn't want that roller coaster around him. And, you know, I think overall it was just a bad decision. It was the wrong decision. And we all make wrong decisions in life, and you have to live with the consequences. Hopefully she will, throughout the season, fess up to her wrongdoing, because she's definitely on defense mode right now. She is not in the mind frame that, oh, this is my fault. And basically it's kind of putting all the blame on the dad, which, you know, he did time in jail as well, and he has like a condition. I think he had a brain aneurysm, and it's evident that he can't really speak very fluently. So it's like, how you gonna blame this poor old man who didn't even know where you was at all these years? And he has like, you know, some type of condition. It's just like, KK, no. Spice revealing her new and unimproved skin condition, or her new and unimproved look. Everybody was looking confused. I was like, wow, this is crazy. We all know what happened throughout social media last year when she went viral, when she came out with her colorism video. Very dope concept. Very important to talk about. Very moving topic, right? Colorism, Black women, light skin versus dark skin. This is a topic that will forever be relevant, that will forever be needed to talk about, because it is a constant effect on women, younger and older, for sure. No matter what side of the coin you fall on, you have seen it, you have experienced it, or you have witnessed someone else experience something that wasn't fun. You know, being a dark-skinned woman, I can say for myself that growing up, melanin, melanated, team melanin, yes, girl, you just, that melanin, that wasn't none of that going on. It was called black as hell, charcoal, midnight, all that bullshit. You know, people, you just feel it. You just feel the judgment. It's not even always people talking and insulting you and you know, I'm from Chicago, so we had roast sessions. That's what used to happen in our schools, in high school and in grade school, where it'd just be a group of kids, whether it's in the classroom, in the lunchroom, cafeteria, outside on the playground, people just roasting each other. And of course, those are things that you hear. It was a bad thing to be dark-skinned. It was a disadvantage. It was a thing where it's like, it's all right, you know, but you got the short end of the stick if you was dark skinned. Oh, if only you were light skinned, it would just be so much better. You know what I mean? It's like, you're dark skinned. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but kind of sucks. You know, and it's that, and it's not so much of people saying those words verbatim, but it's more so just the ambiance of it. That's how the feeling was. So I experienced that verbally and non-verbally for a long time. So I'm glad that, you know, dark-skinned women are getting their just due. We are finally being appreciated in a different way. And it feels good. And it's a long time coming. But yeah, with this whole topic with Spice, she's definitely pushing the envelope with this one. From my understanding, when she came out with the video, when she came out with the pictures, there was never any intention of her even considering actually bleaching her skin for real, for real. It was all an act. It was all an experiment. It was all just for social media and just to really raise awareness and to do it in a daring way and to grab a hold of people's attention. And she did just that. So now with this whole her going to the dermatologist and, you know, talking to her Jamaican friends, talking to, you know, the Love and Hip Hop cast friends about it, how she's really thinking about doing it. I think that's all for the cameras. That's all for the storyline. It just helps to sweeten the pot. I get it. You know, it was a big storyline for her in real life. So, of course, we should extend it into the show. Duh. That's all it was. So anybody that's watching this like, oh my God, she was really going to bleach her skin? Stop it. Do your homework. Do your research. She was not really going to bleach her skin like that. That's ridiculous. She looked ridiculous. Like, she freaking looked like a Muppet baby. Like no, that was not cute at all. No. So, but we're going to, of course, see this colorism, skin bleaching storyline play out for probably most of the season. So if you are not feeling it, you might want to fast forward through that part. You know, Mimi was going in on her like, I don't understand. This is crazy. Like, I'm a black woman. I would never think to do this. I have a daughter that I have to raise and this, and that. And I think the point that Mimi was missing is that you are in fact light-skinned. Spice was highlighting the fact that she is a dark-skinned woman, and all her life as an entertainer, she has had it harder. And people have said things and have insinuated things to make her understand that your skin color is just not good enough, or it actually is causing there to be roadblocks for you. You could get farther. You are super talented. You can sing your ass off. You're a great dancer, and you are the queen of dancehall. But there's this one thing that we could just tweak this. Your career will go that much farther. That's what she's been told all her life. So you can't come in her face saying, well, I'm black too, and I never thought to do this, and you know, why would you feel this way? You're beautiful the way. You have to understand, like, you're not in her shoes. You're not. And I'm sorry to say, like, it's not about separating light skin versus dark skin, or you can't empathize with us, or you're not one of us. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're dark skinned, you know, you're not in a dark skinned person's shoes. Just like me being dark skinned, I mean, if you're light skinned, you're not in a dark person's shoes. And if you're dark skinned, you can't be in a light person's shoes. You can only imagine. You can only, you know, pretend and think of what it could possibly be like. But you're not actually living that life. You never actually experienced that. And it is different. I'm sorry, it is. It's just, it's different, you know? I mean, I don't know how else to explain. I don't know how else to tell you. I mean, you know, we do get judged. We do, you know, like I said, it's changed. It's changed in the last few years since the Black Girls Rock movement and melanin and black love and all these like conceptual things about blackness that has been embraced in the last few years. It has certainly helped the dark-skinned woman. I'm not going to say black woman because we are all black. But I'm talking specifically with shades of color here. The dark-skinned woman, you know, I mean, thankfully we've come a long way, but you know, still got a long way to go. But Mimi, it's the same thing. You got your breast augmented. It's the same thing that I want to bleach my skin. If you got breast augmentation, it's basically you making an adjustment to yourself. And she's like, what? You comparing augmenting breast? You calling skin bleachment an adjustment? That was crazy. I'm like, Spice, just stop. Just stop. Okay, with the charade, we was buying it at first, but now you telling me that getting a boob job is the same thing as bleaching your skin? Spice, stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Faith, Mimi, and Stevie J. That was a pretty big scene. Mimi is all uptight about Stevie marrying. Okay, he's not mad about Stevie marrying Faith, but she's mad that he up and left to LA, didn't tell nobody, didn't warn her, didn't tell her, right? Then she is also upset that he introduced Faith to her daughter Eva without her consent. She had no idea. And I understand how Mimi feels. Like, this is the stuff Stevie does. This is the fuck shit Stevie does. And this is why I hope over time Faith will get his ass together. Because you can't just be going around taking someone's child and going to introduce them to other women and the mother have no clue that happened. That's just common sense. But you see, this is the part where Stevie's common sense is non-existent. Hopefully, Faith will help him in that department. But I think the meeting, Faith handled it like a grown-ass woman. This is a different caliber woman. It's so apparent that Faith doesn't really belong on a show like Love and Hip Hop because she's so classy. She's so mature. She's so logical. She's so, you know what I mean? Like, I can think this through and let's come up with the best solution here. Let's be rational about it, you know? And none of these chicks on none of these reality shows, at least when it comes to Love and Hip Hop, ain't none of them rational, okay? They all crazy as hell. So that it's just funny to see someone normal, not normal, let me not say that, but just someone that's like, you know what I mean, has a calm spirit about them, kind of can just diffuse the situation, just kind of smile and get along, even though it's supposed to be a hostile. Maybe they're supposed to throw drinks at each other. Maybe the producer was like, let's try to get Faith to fight. She's from Newark. Let's make this happen. Like, we need to see Faith fight. I don't give a fuck how many Grammys she won. None of that shit. Let's make her fight. And she's like, no, I'm not here for it. I'm going to get Stevie together. I'm going to put him in his place, be cool cool and calm. And I'm also going to be on Mimi's side as well. Let's tag team together to go against Stevie. So I'm gonna play both sides, and I'm gonna be classy the whole time. And that's what she did. So I think the meeting was very productive. They got to meet, nothing popped off. And I think Mimi is able to see with her own eyes that, wow, this is a woman. Oh, wow, Stevie's a whole nother person when she around him. I can never get this nigga to do none of stuff. She's like, yeah, we need some. She's a good woman for Stevie. We need somebody that's going to whip his ass into shape. Because you know, Mimi, you could never do that. Never could, never will. I.e., that is why you're not together. Kirk and Rashida, I'm just done. I am done. I'm exhausted. I don't care. I just don't care. Okay, Cannon, he's a cute kid. That's a badass baby kid. First of all, let me just throw that out there. That kid's bad. His mom, you can tell like the difference between when different mothers raise children. It's just crazy. Like, he's so out of pocket. And how old is he? He's like, what, 2? Like, they need to whoop him. They need to do something. But outside of that, I'm over them. I'm over them. I'm fine seeing Rashida and scenes with the girls, like, you know, girlfriend scenes and stuff like that. I have no problem with her. She's cool. She's a boss-ass bitch, all that. But I'm just sick of seeing Rashida and Kirk together. I don't want to see it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to see it. I just don't. So you're not going to hear me talk much about their storyline. It's tired. Not tired. Tired. I am over it. It was tied 2 seasons ago, and it's tied now. It's just, it's done. Like, I'm so over it. It was nice to see Shekinah. Shout out to Shekinah. So I don't know if they're trying to test her for the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta market. I don't know, but she might be a good fit. I mean, she's already recognizable. She's already familiar to a lot of fans, to a lot of cast members on the show. It will be an easy transition. I also peeped Erica. I see what y'all doing. Y'all just gonna slip Erica in like, y'all didn't even make no announcement. Y'all didn't give her a proper intro. Like, damn, bitch. Like, she been gone for like five seasons. Like, she's just about to have twins with Rotimi. Did y'all know that? Read up on it. But yeah, so it was cool to see Erica, you know, an old, friendly, familiar face or whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see if they highlight her being pregnant, her having twins, the baby father. Like I said, it's Rotimi, you know, off of Power. So I was pretty surprised when I heard them. Like, what? Oh my gosh, I had no idea. I had no idea. But congratulations to her. Congratulations to him. I hope they can be a real couple. Hopefully, I'm not sure if they're together, if they're just going to be co-parenting, if it was unplanned, if it was planned. I don't know, but it's happening. Hopefully, we get to see it play out on the season. Yeah, I mean, what else? That's pretty much it. There's really nothing else that comes to mind that stood out to me. Carly, you know, you know, every once in a while, you just gotta give props to a bitch that would never get kicked off of a show. She returns every season, and she gets decent amount of speaking lines, scenes. She's in different people's, you know, scenes, different storyline. Like, she finds a way every season to have a new man. Like, I mean, hats off to Carly Red. I'm a big Carly Red fan just for the fact that she's consistent. She's always here. You know how long she should have been cut? But no, she has worked her way up into this echelon where it's like, no, she's a staple in this franchise now. She has gotten to that level where it's like, yeah, we could cut this person. Yeah, okay, this person doesn't come back. Oh, we wanted to keep them, but it didn't work out. But Carly, she's gonna be here. We need her here. She has become that. Even though her storylines are faker than the $2 bill, it don't matter. She make it happen. Like, I'm telling, she is a storyline hustler. Like, she is like probably a producer's dream, right? Like, producers that are always, like, their job is to scramble, make talent, you know, film scenes, come up with stories, get them to be friendly with each other, you know, craft things, come up with new ideas. What can we do? What can we do? Like, they probably love Karlie Redd because she's probably just like at the writing room like, all right, I got 8 ideas. Which one y'all want? I got 4 guys to pick from this time. He really getting tired of doing this shit. So, but these 3, you know, they want to come on TV. They want to come up. I told them if they date me, we can make this happen. They want to get their record out, whatever. I'm gonna see what I can do for them. But what y'all think? Y'all like which one you like? Which one which one should I film with? Like, she's probably in her meetings doing those type of conversations. Karlie is such a hustler. I love it. I live for it. If you hate her, you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because she doing her thing. She really is. And it's just so funny to just see her return every season. Every season, you're like, there's no way she's gonna come back next season. Like, what does she have left? What does she have in her? And every season, she's back with something new. So I give her props. I respect Karlie Redd way more than a Rashida because at least every season, she comes with some new shit. Even if, you know, it's fake as hell, it's ridiculous, you're not gonna marry this guy. Did you find him in the freaking alley at 2 a.m.? on the streets of downtown Atlanta? Where did you find this man? It doesn't matter. It's a new story. It's fresh. Something we haven't heard of before. She's always revealing more things about her personal life. She gives us a little this and that. Last season, it was like about her father and how he was ill and how she was taking care of him and she has to become a caregiver. This season, it looks like there's going to be some more personal stories coming out about Karlie. Not just her relationship as well as her licking boxes and assholes, according to Pooh, who is another new cast member. Don't know who she is, but like I said, it's just crazy. I can't talk anymore. I need to drink 1 second. I can't talk anymore about this. Y'all get the point. Love and Hip Hop season 8. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is lit as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely a resurgence. I really liked Love and Hip Hop New York. I know a lot of people like, it was so boring, it was so dry. I liked it. It was very real. It was very real. Like, it was just a lot of real shit happening. And I am all about that. Like, I really appreciated that. But you know what? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just give you that good ratchet bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe I'm watching this trash. And it's just, it gets better. It gets better every time. And even with missing cast members and stuff, you know, it's still a pretty solid, it looks like it's going to be a solid season. So this is my first review, my first recap. I call it Lady Sola recapping Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You know, let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any ideas, things you want me to focus on, this, that, and the third. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow, to be honest with you, just trying to have some fun. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to give it my all to recap every episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this season. So I really hope you stick around. I really hope you enjoy what you heard. I know I probably was all over the place, you know, but like I said, my memory doesn't always serve me well. I just try to work with it the best I can. So I appreciate you bearing with me. Well, until next week, I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Just playing. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Yeah. Hit the bell for the notifications, but for real, you know, like the video, share it. If you're a Love and Hip Hop head, especially if you're a big fan of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, who isn't, make sure to share the link for this video. Yeah, we're gonna have fun this season. All right. Peace.